Hey yo, welcome back to the Trill Pill Small Dose. Today on the Small Dose, we got Geto Boys Reloaded and Dr. Boyce Watkins. They talking about marriage and shit like that. My man Scarface said the pussy ain't good. He ain't coming to the crib. You know what I'm saying? I can't disagree with that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna stop talking on that. I'm gonna let the OGs talk. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that's gonna view this. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Don't give a damn whether it's one or two or a few. Y'all fuck with me. Let's go, man.
Back when I met my wife, me and Alicia were friends for a long time, and then after her divorce,
she was 19, right?
Yes, and she was.
And how
19.
old were you?
I was 22.
Right.
Yeah, I saw
robbing the cradle.
No, robbing no damn cradle, bro.
Hey, I was ready. You know what? She was a sophomore in college,
Right.
and I was my first year of grad school. Man, I saw her across, they say, I saw you across a crowded room.
Yeah.
I literally saw across a crowded room, man. And that night in my journal, I wrote, "Today I met the most beautiful woman in the world."
How long ago was this?
This was 1993.
Oh shoot!
I saw the video of him and Alicia in his dorm room, and Alicia came in. Man, it's something to see y'all at such a young age and how you guys were communicating with each other, and you guys were friends first. That's a beautiful story, man. That's what they call a American love story.
Yeah.
It's an American love story.
And then you also have those stories that end up like Marvin Gaye's story.
Yeah,
you know when he had to give an album to Anna.
Here, my dear.
You talking about the Big D? Well, that happens, man.
Hey, man, that shit happens, bro.
It does. It does. And that was the thing. Like I used to get a lot of shit.
Not to try to put that curse on you, bro. I know that ain't gonna happen. You're way smarter than that,
man. It you know what? Love, it outsmarts everybody. Like I don't think you can outsmart love and God and Mother Nature, man. I feel like I used to get a lot of shit because I didn't get married, like in my 30s. And the thing was, I just always joke and say, I just skipped my first divorce because almost all my friends that got married in their 20s and 30s, it didn't work out because that shit is hard.
Yeah, you're not ready when you're 20 and you're 30 years old. I could vouch for that. You're not ready. You know what I mean? Well, like I didn't get my best piece of ass till I was 36, 37 years old. So for me to say that I was in love at 22 or 26 years old.
Wait a minute. Are you saying the quality of the ass will determine?
It's way different when you're 40, 36 than when you're fucking 21.
Man, hey man, as a young nigga, I got married 22, 23 years old. You know what I'm saying? I can vouch what Face is saying, man, you're just not ready yet. You know what I'm saying? And in my opinion, it's not because of the time. It's not because of the age, in my opinion. It's because of the society. A lot of our grandmothers and grandfathers was getting married at 22. And shit, they was having kids in high school and all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Same way niggas is doing now. But it was different then because black families needed each other more. Having a family meant more, whether you were black or whatever. But having a family meant more then, back in the 40s, 50s, and 60s and shit like that than it did from the 70s on up. You know what I'm saying? But to each his own. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I was doing the right thing. In hindsight, could have waited a little bit longer, but I didn't know. So I feel like, you know what I'm saying, go ahead and pulling the trigger on that. I was a little bit pressured. You know what I'm saying? I had kids. I didn't want to, you know what I'm saying, grow them up in the house without dad. So that was you know what I'm saying, a little bit of a factor and shit like that. But all those things are what you got to factor into, you know what I'm saying, when you try to get, you preparing to get married, because that shit's serious. Like, getting married is a fucking life contract, and don't forget that shit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna shut the fuck up.
It's a difference.
How is the? Explain that to me, because
man, I'm not gonna go into that.
No, I need to understand.
Nah, man, I'm
this,
in here with a doctor, man, and I don't want to be vulgar.
But I understand. Okay, you don't have to be vulgar.
You ain't gotta worry about me.
But I want to understand, how is good sex? How does good sex prepare you for commitment?
Well, here's the thing, Willie, and this is important for you to know. Like, if
marital commitment.
Excuse me. If that pussy ain't good, I ain't going home. I'm not coming back.
Yeah.
Bleep that out.
Yeah.
It's gotta be. That's not gonna keep me in the house, man. Yeah. If the conversation ain't stimulating, it's not gonna keep me in the house. If the food ain't good, it's not gonna keep me in the house. Love don't love nobody, bro. I don't give a fuck what nobody say.
Here's my.
I'm not the one being interviewed, man. I'm off of it.
No, I don't.
And that's why we don't get along, bro.
See, but I don't.
Like,
I don't. But here's the thing, though. I don't think that. I think that, whether somebody cheat or not may have something to do with their spouse, but it ultimately has more to do with you and what type of person you are. I agree with that.
But I shouldn't have been married in the first place at 20. You shouldn't have been married in the first place at 21, 22 years old.
Yeah, you should not
have not experienced life yet. Let me experience some shit and then lock myself down. And it works now. It works now. It works better now at 50 than it would at 25.
Well, absolutely.
Okay.
Because
I think you could do it in 30 or 35. But you got to be ready. I think you need guidance.
I think it's better.
You need a coach.
Like 35, 40.
Yeah. Like people, I used to think relationships were something where you just figure it out as you go along and you hope for the best. But what I find is it's real hard to get along with another person day in, day out. Man. So seriously, man, with my wife now, this is wisdom I had later that I didn't have when I was younger. We got a marriage counselor before we ever had any problems. We did it for preventative reasons, just to learn how to communicate with each other. You know what I mean? Just to learn how to not let arguments get out of control. And what I learned is that it's not about whether you're going to have conflicts. Like, you're going to have disagreements. You're going to have disputes. The question is, how do you resolve that? And if you can resolve it, then you're good. But a lot of people can't. They escalate it. It's like, you pull out a knife, I pull out a gun. Next thing you know, everything's falling apart.
And a lot of relationships do that very same thing, man. A lot of motherfuckers, man, they call it crimes of passion. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, that's, when people was like, man, why are you talking so much about what you've been through and your divorce, shit like that? That's usually some people try to keep on the low. And I said, why? You know what I'm saying? I think a man has every fucking right to say what he's going through and what he's been through to help out other people, specifically other men. Everybody else do. You know what I'm saying? I could be in jail for killing and shoot. You know what I'm saying? Like, some dudes can't handle the rejection of a divorce. When you get handed divorce papers, when you got to go down to the courthouse and deal with that shit and look this person in the fucking eye that you used to love, and then that person don't have no love in their eyes, no love. You know what I'm saying? And you got to move out the house that you pay for, not drive the car that you pay for, but you still paying for all that shit. You go from being a everyday dad, you know what I'm saying, to seeing your kids, you know what I'm saying, every other week, because you gotta, you know what I'm saying, maintaining working skills, you paying, you know what I'm saying, like, it's a great deal of shit that you have to carry when you go through all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And everybody have their opinions about it, but very few have actually been through it. And I pull from my experience of going through a whole relationship cycle, being, I done been the boyfriend, I done been the fiance, I done been the husband, you know what I'm saying? I done, been all that shit. And I've been the, you know what I'm saying, the divorce nigga. You know what I'm saying? And I take my experiences and I don't push them on nobody, but I'm not going to sit here and lie about what I've been through, especially if there's a purpose behind it. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to continue to see people like me that are good people fall into traps, you know what I'm saying, of the government. You know what I'm saying? Once you sign that marriage certificate, now it's all cool. You can do whatever you want to do when you ain't got no life contract. The life contract is a marriage certificate. You understand me? Once you sign that shit, you turn in, you basically handed Uncle Sam your nuts because you put the government in your business. And once the government is in your business, shit, that's all your leverage. You kind of put your accomplishments, everything, you know what I'm saying? If you're not with the right person, but the thing is, you can feel like you're with the right person, and then shit can change over time. You never really know. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of end up chasing the dragon that you had those first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, you know what I'm saying, years of being in a relationship. And now, you know what I'm saying, you got to find ways, but it takes two people. And if one person is going to do what it needs to do to go through the therapy and go through the things to build him or herself, and the other person is not, you got a big fucking problem. You know what I'm saying? But that's just the reality of it, you know? But again, I'm just going to shut the fuck up like the old.
And that conflict resolution, knowing how to do that, and then knowing how to pick people that also want to do that, that makes a big difference. Like me and you are friends, because if we had a disagreement or a difference, you would call me and you say, "Hey man, I felt some kind of way when this happened." And then I would listen. You know, it wouldn't be like, "Man, well, F you, man, get up," right? And you see what I mean? That's important.
And Willie, he'll make that story up and tell you that he's a masterful conflict resolutor, and that is a fucking lie. But go ahead.
You know, this guy can be very disrespectful at times, man. I'm surprised he lived this long. But anyway, man.
I love you too, King.
But anyway, you know, but what is a relationship rooted in first and foremost? Respect, right?
Right.
And I think that's the reason why, like, think about the friends that you have, all of the long-term friends that you have.
Okay, relationship is your partner relationship or your girlfriend relationship?
Any relationship,
that's bullshit.
Any relationship you have,
but first of all,
I'm talking about good relationships. So do you have any long-term relationships that's not rooted in respect?
I don't think.
Go ahead.
I don't think I do. I mean, if somebody don't respect you, I mean, how do you got
okay, let me put it like this. So you got a chick that you don't really like, Willie.
I'm not with her.
I mean, you don't have to be with her. You still smash every now and then.
Yes.
No. Go ahead.
No, not me. When I was younger, when I was younger. Not today.
And then I agree with you. I'm with you on that. That's probably one of the few things we agree on. You know, go ahead.
We also agree that you're an asshole. I mean, we agree on you.
Come on, Will. That's some bullshit.
We agree on it.
That's not true.
This guy is at times impossible, man.
That is bullshit.
This guy, man, you know.
No.
Anyway, how was the ride, from Galveston to Houston, man?
You know, it was rainy, and I had to drop the kids off at the airport.
I'm stopping right there, man, because the rest of it is pretty much banter. But yeah, man, I think that's some good conversation, man. You know, I think the podcast itself, Geto Boys Reloaded, is going to have a lot of legendary episodes waiting to happen. The first episode was Jay Prince, and I'm going to react to some of those clips, you know what I'm saying? A few in between. But yeah, man, thank you for listening to the small dose of the trip here. I want y'all to keep listening. Look, man, I think it's at 32 subscribers, man. Go ahead and, you know what I'm saying? Click the like subscribe button, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't tripping, but I'm tripping. You know what I'm saying? The 30, you know, fuck it, you know. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to y'all, man. Also, make sure y'all go to Spotify, Google Podcasts, Anchor, pretty much everywhere you listen to podcasts, and type in a Trill Pill podcast, and I should pop up. If I don't, let me know. I can fix it. All else fails, just go to Google and type in Trill Pill Podcast and go from there. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Everything that y'all been doing for me on that side. Now I'm trying to get all my people from the streaming service side over to the YouTube side. You know what I'm saying? And that's a little bit, you know, it's different over here. You know, shit ain't the same. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, you know, be seen and all the other shit. So, you know, I'm getting rid of my anxiety in front of the camera and shit like that. But, you know, I'm just trying to work on making better content and growing my content because I really have a purpose behind it. But I also understand you kind of got to feed people medicine through the candy a little bit. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to branch out a little bit and do some reactions and, you know what I'm saying, and do some little small shit like that here and there. I will have a meditation music video coming up soon. I'm working on it with all, you know, original content, so my shit won't get flagged. I'm gonna have it live. People can come on, you know, Trill Pill podcast, you know, on the Trill Pill page and click in and have some, you know, some great meditation, you know what I'm saying, music to play in the background, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But until then, man, I appreciate y'all. God bless. Stay trill and heal. And mind your mental to be monumental. Much love to y'all, man. God bless.